today we are in the newest development in Ho'okale, Kekainani. Today we're gonna check out their 3 model homes.
These are possibly the nicest homes you'll ever see on Oahu. Sub $5 million,
yeah.
Right near the ocean, but also near other things. There's kind of 2 camps on this community.
Yep.
There's the, oh my God, it's amazing, I want it. I'm going to coreteamhawaii.com, I'm signing up, and we're gonna get one of those. And then there's the, at that price, I'm paying for that and getting some other things. So we're gonna get into all of it in this video and show you these 3 model homes.
We're going into the Pohina. It is a 5-bed, 4.5 bath. That's like how you know you're in a nice area is when like the bedroom and bathroom count match.
At the end of this video or during it, we need to know which model is your favorite, which model would you live in, and we're gonna tell you our choices.
I like the name of this one the best.
Yeah?
I do. Let's see. Okay, so the way that Kekainani is built, they built Kekainani kind of like up. They elevated the land here so that when you are in the residences and you walk into the homes, this is the view you have. Your vantage point's a little bit higher, so you already see like the ocean.
Some of the criticism I've heard is, oh, I'm paying $3 million, I'm not even on the beach. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Look at some of Hawaii's most expensive real estate. Hawaii Lower Ridge, for example. You have a great view of the ocean, but you're not on the sand. Yeah. It could be seen as disadvantageous to actually be on the sand. And so if I want to take a positive view on where these homes are positioned, I'm elevated. I'm pretty sure the flood zone is
I was just going to say, I'm curious. We'll have to verify the flood zone, but I'm pretty sure it's advantageous.
Whereas if you were on the sand, you're probably in flood zone AE or VE.
Yeah, and
not optimal flood zone. So we're in a better flood zone, better view, maybe a little less ocean front problem.
So this is a view from the first floor, and we'll see a little bit of a difference, probably a better view from upstairs too.
So immediately walking in, shiplap in the front, herringbone, transitioning to straight flooring.
I like that the energy is pushed out this way and that they have like kind of almost floor to ceiling sliders all the way across this way to make the indoor outdoor feel of it.
I just got to point out, you just have to deal with my kids in the background. It's summer. Today worked out to where my kids are in tow. So you see, if you see pets going in the background,
don't worry.
Don't worry, it doesn't come with the home.
There are pests.
Big, like 8-inch baseboards. Even the trim is oversized. Things you would expect in a home of this level.
This I love, the wood beam.
I'm pretty sure this is an engineered like fiberglass, not actual wood, but in any case it looks nice. And again, the wood vibe without some of the problems you might have of having actual wood.
Yeah, I think we've talked about that on the channel before.
I'll say though,
does it feel small to you?
It doesn't feel 4,200 square foot, 5-bedroom immediately here. Yeah. I'm interested to see the rest of the house.
Well, we're in a 2 levels.
But one thing, when I lived in California, there were homes like this where there was kind of this sandwiched in exterior space so that you flowed interior to exterior. I like that you can be outside protected, inside, and then outside exposed, right, one after another.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I like the big oversized island, kind of a chef's kitchen with the cooktop, the pot filler,
views,
double oven, sub-zero. You know, some people may choose to have this refinished to be like a built-in where it just looks like the cabinets, but.
Yeah guys, so you can see, you'll see tags throughout the home showing upgraded feature. This may not be your base model. These are upgrades. So this home, the Pohina, we are starting at, I believe, 3.361 is the starting price point. There are both interior and exterior upgrades that you can choose for these homes. And of course, the more things you add, the different packages you include, the different upgrades you include, the higher that price point will be. But 3.361 is the starting price for this home. And keep in mind, when we're looking at the model homes, we talk about this on the channel all the time, the developer is gonna really kit it out and make it just gorgeous. So this is not gonna be the base price home. Just keep that in mind.
Downstairs is amazing. Doesn't feel quite as big as I thought it would just here, but it's still pretty breathtaking.
Okay, so we have a bedroom downstairs.
You put a door there and you have a sort of a separate unit, laundry room. Now this isn't the type of home where people are looking to house hack it. You're not buying this so that you can make unit B, and I'm sure the association wouldn't allow it. But come into this office.
Even if you plan to have your kupuna or your mom or your dad or something move in.
Yeah.
It's already built out that way.
As I come in here and feel how separate this is, as I envision myself answering all of your calls, when you go to coreteamhawaii.com and you go to the bottom and you sign up and you say, Derek Mahe, we have real estate needs in Hawaii, and so we went to courtinghawaii.com. I love that this is separate. It gives me separate energy, separate zone. I like this a lot.
You can have a full-on work dedicated space, and then your kids and your wife can be upstairs doing family things.
My kids can be further away than they are right now.
I don't even hear them.
And they're in this house.
That's and they're in this house.
We're kid testing this place for you. They're in this house running around and we can't hear them.
Yep, I can hear them.
Let's check out the upstairs.
Was that a full bath in there? Yeah, so this bedroom has a full-on ensuite. So office, but it has like the shower and everything. So mother-in-law suite too. Here's the half bath. So we know the space has 4.5. I like how wide the staircase is. Easy to get your big furniture up here.
Or you 9 months ago before you lost all the weight.
Or you now.
You know.
Or you presently.
Leave us a comment. When you come up here to this landing, there are smaller versions of this in other homes that we have seen.
There's a lot of this in like Mililani, for example.
Mililani, even other gentry homes, but do you actually ever use this is my question.
Yeah, if you have a home that has one of these built-ins, do you use that as your little office nook?
Let's assume you aren't gonna actually use it for an office. What do you do here? In any case, you can store board games, more linens.
This is good, I feel like, for kids though, because it's like you're not gonna designate an office space for your children.
This is their homework station?
Yeah, this is a good, like, hey, we're away from your bedroom where you're used to playing and relaxing. This is a space to lock in and get some work done. And then this area.
Wow.
Love it.
Wait till she looks left.
Oh, what is this?
Where's that?
This is just the bathroom.
That's 2 first downs.
Oh my God. Okay, let's go.
For your linens.
Amazing. I am like such a sucker for a soaking tub. For the price point, this is the type of experience I want to have in my primary. I want it to be grand this way. I want to have a separate soaking tub. I want to sit in my tub and look at the ocean. I want to have a walk-in closet. Like, I want all of this.
You know, people talk about the price point and, oh, there's this shortcoming or that shortcoming. At this price point, go east, you don't get anything close to this.
A 4.1 home that we did, which is roughly the same square footage of this house, but old.
About this distance from the beach?
About this distance, not even this close, a little bit further away from the beach.
Yeah.
No view from, I mean, there's one spot in the home where there's some view, but it was, you know, $600,000 more than this, $700,000 more than this, and required a lot of updating and was completely original, an older Kailua house.
And the forecast of what is gonna be nearby in terms of what already is and what will be, you'll be able to transit, walk or drive right over the bridge into basically a sort of resort, country club, ocean activity area. You can look at it in terms of, wow, this is a bargain, and you can look at it in terms of, you know, with a negative mindset. But check out this closet. Not the water closet, which I appreciate. Although we need
Where's the door?
We need a pocket door here.
Oh, but you know what? I'm sure it has a door. Developers like to not put the door so people don't use the toilets.
Yeah.
Smart. Okay, let's look in the closet, how big this is. Okay, not bad, not bad. They may already come with the closet systems, but no, it's an upgrade.
This is just his or hers. There's
there's another.
There's another of this closet right here.
Okay. What size is this dress? I feel like I could fit. So this is the second closet in the primary suite. Again, you can have a full closet system put into the home as an upgrade, or you can customize it however you want and have your own crew come in after you close. I love a primary bedroom that has its own dedicated deck. I love to have the outdoor space with my kids and to relax and to grill, and we're probably doing that downstairs, right? But I like the option of walking out my door. I'm saying this like I have this option currently. I don't. But this is the kind of vibe that I like. I like to wake up in the morning and, like, you know, when you're looking at an Airbnb or something, you know, you're like, oh, what kind of morning do I want to have? I want to have either a relaxing coffee morning or a relaxing wine evening. We are at the end of the block where the model homes currently are. It's going to be 32 residences kind of just right here along the ocean. So front row. Front row means there's nothing between you and the ocean. And then overlooking Ewa Beach. Diamond Head view that way. And we're all the way at the end, meaning pretty much all of these houses should have Diamond Head view.
Well, except for around the bend, because it'll turn to the right over there.
Yeah. It is summer 2025, and in 2 to 3 years, all the homes should be up and good to go. It's soft and thick. We had the primary, and then we have 2 extra bedrooms upstairs that are right across from one another, and then they share a hallway bathroom. This bedroom is more on the street side. Front side of the house, meaning the back side is where the ocean is. And the balcony stretches along the front of the home and connects to another bedroom on the other side. So there's exterior access and you share this balcony out here. And it actually wraps around and there's a lot of outdoor space. And now we have additional balcony and lanai space out here. So there's actually a ton of outdoor space. So the home itself is over 4,000 square feet, but it's probably like, with all of the exterior square footage, probably like 5,000 square feet. Okay, so this is the first model that we are walking through today, the Pohina Hina.
Pohina Hina.
Thoughts?
I mean, obviously amazing, impressive. I would, you know, all that I want, I would. I love it. I don't know if this is gonna end up being my favorite. I'll tell you my initial thought of the downstairs is obviously grand and impressive, but not as big as I thought.
Yeah.
I don't feel that way up here.
Yeah.
It's so much larger up here because obviously you're over the garage, etc. You
Yeah.
don't have a laundry room to contend with, and then the additional outdoor space.
All right, so we are at the Lima model. This is going to be the smallest of the homes in Kekainani. It's a 3.5.
A little over 2.5.
Yeah.
But this has the B elevation, meaning there's this trellis instead of a gate. There's these lava rock stones instead of just the siding. There are certain other finishings like around windows where it may stick out more. We asked the sales office, which, don't go to the sales office.
Go to quartz.com.
Because it doesn't change the value of the home. Stay tuned in this video. Maybe the most important thing is we'll tell you why going to our website, going to quartz.com, reaching out to us and getting that locals perspective and that nuanced inside scoop just matters, especially here. But anyway, so after you've gone to the site, you decide whether you want the B finishing or not. We asked the salesperson how much it would cost for the B elevation. He said around 300,000.
The follow-up question was, what exactly is the difference between the A, which is the, you know, the normal siding, versus the B, which is this facade? And it's essentially that. It's the exterior facade of the home. Now, the upgrade options in the interior of the home will remain the same, and that's up to you. You can decide what you want to upgrade. But that price difference that you're seeing between the A elevation and the B elevation is simply for the exterior. So that's something to consider, because that's really like, what do you prefer? What do you like? Not necessarily like you're going to turn around and sell it the next day.
I don't know what I do, but maybe I'll know by the end.
You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and say I would do this.
Would you?
Yes. You know, I just want rock walls and plants.
Big island feel.
Big island, Hawaiʻi, lava rock feel.
Right. Always and forever. Slippers off before you go in the house.
Hemo the slippers. Even though this is the smallest model and it is a 1-level model, single floor, single level model, it does feel so grand already when I walk in. Like, it's not that much more space. I think it's the way it's situated, because
it actually is not more space, but you go right into the open space.
Yes, so it just feels more open. The Pohina Hina model had like that lanai that was sandwiched between, so the communal spaces felt chopped up.
You had like a foyer and an entrance, but this one you just land right in it.
Yeah, so even though this is the smallest model, it's a good use of space to make it feel big.
For a lot of people, this is the obvious choice for someone in the second half of life. If you're affording this type of home, you may very well be towards the sunset years. For that reason, this might be my choice in the end. We'll see. But this is still plenty of home.
Yep.
For some, maybe this home is the difference between I can hire a cleaner and have them come once a week versus being housebroken the other, and it's more manageable.
I'm a fan of the kitchen. The island is just as big, right, as the other one in the bigger model.
Size island. Is it the waterfall? Yes, it is.
Good open space here for your dining. Again, with the really kind of big sliders to maximize the indoor-outdoor feel, even with all your doors closed.
You know, this is like an elevated version of DR Horton's Ho'opili Bluffs. It's more elevated, better finishings in terms of baseboards, etc. There's that one model at the Bluffs that feels like this that our clients bought. One thing I want to point out is, while you have ocean view, you will never have the ocean view of a second floor, and it makes a difference. When we went into the last model, it was like, oh, even better. You'll never have that here. So it sounds like one of our home inspectors just called Mahe. So she's gonna go handle some actual business, and we'll take a look in here at the laundry and garage. This laundry room, obviously this is not the elevation, the price point, nor the square footage of the last home, but still plenty. You know, I'm so busy and my house gets so wrecked by these children. Even if I were retired and say maybe I have a dog or for a friend, sometimes less is more. Because this is Hawaii and it is so expensive, sometimes we have people who are coming from 5,000 square foot in Kansas or something like that. They merely have 1,800 square foot when they're here. And sometimes they're like, you know what, this is better. This is actually better than the 5,000. I couldn't manage the other home. So I wonder for what reasons, what your favorite's gonna be. I'm really interested to actually read all of these comments. Yeah, so I mean, again, just not a ton of garage, but if I'm retired, I have no kids, you know, I get really feng shui Marie Kondo on my cabinets and tricking this thing out and just make the most of it. First world problems to merely have this oversized 2-car garage, but just not at the elevation of the other two.
I had to laugh when you're like, oh, this is the only garage?
How pretentious of me.
Oh my God. This house only has one garage?
Yeah. I'm gonna give a real critique without fear of being pretentious. In a home of this level, I expect to have some level of like a segregated dining space. Maybe both. It's both a dining and a breakfast room.
I could see that.
And I'm not seeing that. I don't think I'm going to see that yet. So it's like kitchen, it's too open. You want like a little bit of separate space to have separate energy. Again, if you're retired, it's just you and your wife, maybe you're okay. But even then, like my wife wants to go read and author and do all these things. That's a little lacking.
So when we walk into the home, we have all of the communal space on one side and then all of the bedrooms are pushed on the other side of the home. So we're excited to see what this looks like. Oh, interesting. This is lavish.
But if I'm gonna have a standalone soaking tub,
you don't want to be by the wall like that?
I want more room to clean over here. I connect it so that the cleaning situation is easier. Have the same feel, the same effect, but then I have a place to put my, you know, my wine glass or whatever the case may be. We're just showing you that our brand is realness. If you're buying, whether it be here or somewhere else, we're approaching it like your family member, your cousin who's gonna critique a home and make sure you're making the right decision. Or if you're, especially if you're virtual, we look at it with even more pessimism on your behalf. So I'm just pointing out a few things. Obviously it's amazing. I would, and I want to live in this house. Nice.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, it's nice. It's sufficient space. It's not too much. It's not too little. Not 2 closets, just 1.
But it's pretty big.
But it's big.
And then they have this like push out section of the home here. So office type space here, but I like a bedroom like love seat. I like that. Gotta have like a love seat or like a chase here or something. I like that.
Looking at the ocean view, the right time of year, catching sunsets. Or 2, have 1 there, 1 here. Diamond head in the morning, sunset in the evening.
You like the crown molding?
It's fine, but I don't know why we didn't just
push it all the way out.
Add 20 more square foot or whatever over here, 30 more square foot.
The asymmetry of it feels more expensive to me. Like if it were just a bigger square room, it'd just be a bigger square room.
Let me look at this side of the home real quick. Ooh. Admittedly, I'm being a bit selfish thinking of design ideas because I'm in the moment of having to make these decisions in the house that we have. Tell me, should I do this in my new house? We were about to set a pace and just kind of hurry through this home, but I have to show you guys these accents. How do you feel about your bed being against an asymmetrical accent?
I feel like I have a little eye twitch about it.
I prefer more like a herringbone where I can meet in the middle and put my bed. But in any case, also still really nice. The asymmetry in this room, I like better.
Because it's pushed out in like an actual rectangle as opposed to...
You know what it is? It doesn't have the crown molding and the recess where that had to conform to asymmetry. That was the thing that was bothering me. We are meticulous when we're looking for you. You know why I'm doing so much of this? I met a couple of people recently and they're like, oh yeah, we watched your channel. We got all this information. We loved your channel. And I just didn't think to call you. The solution, they're like, I guess just say it more on the channel. So this is us saying it.
Call us.
What are your thoughts on this one?
I like it a lot. This is not like a modest sized home whatsoever. By like the normal standards in Hawaii, this is not a modest sized home. But it is a manageable home for somebody like me. I'm busy. I don't want to spend all day cleaning 5,000 square feet of home.
Yeah.
I like it. It's big enough to fit everybody. I like the communal space, not having a designated dining area and having it kind of like just flow from inside to outside doesn't bother me at all.
Okay.
So far, this is my preference. I like this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I feel like this is going to be your preference because the next one we're looking at is the largest of
Yeah.
the three. The words that come to mind are the things that come to mind for me. So in one word, it's manageable. In a bit of a narrative, this is perfect for the people who want to spend time doing other things in life, not having to upkeep the home, and or don't necessarily want to attract family.
Yeah.
Who don't necessarily want to attract
that's not
people,
why I said that, but that is for sure a thing.
right?
Yeah.
You may, I live in Hawaii and my cousins then moved to Vegas, or I came from Colorado to Hawaii, whatever the case may be. And so now that I have this 5-bedroom, 5-bath home, people want to come and stay for long periods of time. And not everyone wants to attract that. Manageable, convenient, gives time and capacity for other things in life, and doesn't attract pests.
Yeah. Even though it's my favorite so far, the Ilima, the smaller one. If I had like one thing to pick apart about it and one thing that I didn't like about it is that there's just not enough exterior space, like living space outside. Because for me, part of like having a smaller space in the home is because I want to use the outside space.
Small house so you can save up for yard. But for me, that was part of the manageability of it, is that there isn't all this yard to take care of. If I want a bunch of yard work, I can also get a bunch of house cleaners. But if I want manageability and simplicity, I like less yard, so I'm actually cool with it. Let's take a look at the
Naupaka.
The Naupaka, that's right. Because there's another builder who we won't mention here. They have a Naupaka from the 90s to early 2000s, and same, had this little curved driveway.
This is the biggest model. It's a 5.5. We're gonna have to use our imagination a little bit because they're using this as a sales office. So this kind of curved driveway here, it takes you to a 2-car garage, and then it also has a 1-car garage.
The price point on the two of these is not that different.
No.
Pohina starting at 3.36 and the Naupaka starting at 3.44. It's about an $80,000 difference at their starting point. I just know when I go in here, it's gonna be a little more open. I haven't even been in yet.
Yeah.
It's not gonna have this sort of intentionally segregated, divided feel. I think it's gonna be bigger. Whenever bathrooms exceed room count, you know that's an elevated product. And the price is almost the same. So I have a feeling that most people are either going Lima for the manageability, the smaller scale and the simplicity, or they're gonna be going
Naupaka.
Naupaka. I was waiting for her to assist, you know?
But you were like doing this face, so it looked like you were trying to do it.
No, I was trying, but I was failing.
Okay.
Naupaka. Oh, one critique on the Lima too. You had that entryway of a bunch of concrete.
Yeah.
I don't need 27 potted plants. So like, what am I gonna do with all that concrete? I don't need that.
Everybody needs that. No. Okay, so when you walk into the Pohina, the cathedral area, it's a little smaller. It's pushed back more this way. And there's just one small section of the railing that looks over. This is like this whole area.
And you don't meet the stairs until around the bend, whereas here, you walk in, it's just more open. I like it better so far.
So the other one, we saw the wood finish be on the actual beam looking accent. And then here, it's like the beam is the drywall look, and then the ceiling itself is wood. I think I like the other way around.
This is critiquing finishing and design choice rather than home. But in terms of design choice, although I love that, I would need those beams to be painted a tan or a brown or something. But again, first world problems, I would, and I want it. Don't you ever be wearing short shorts on that one? You all the lines.
Oh, surprisingly comfortable.
This is how our new couch looks. I'm gonna be a couch Nazi.
I was just gonna say, just get on them about it.
Yes, you're not allowed to sit on the couch without permission. I'm that parent now.
How do you feel about that?
The floating?
Yeah.
It doesn't fit here, but what I've been liking, you build out an accent wall, and then you recess in an electric fireplace.
Oh, yeah.
But it's not really a beachside vibe, but I'd do it anyway. That's what I would do.
It's easy to clean when you have a floating thing like this.
I like this living space.
I like the living space.
Big, open.
Yeah, and look, the separate dining area.
Separate dining area. Breakfast nook there.
Yeah.
Dining here.
Exterior access here, exterior access all along that side. Big windows, so like all the way around the Makai side of the home again. That has to be an upgrade, but That's an upgrade I want.
My dream house has an outdoor kitchen that is rivaling or better than the indoor kitchen. So that automatically does something for my soul. With the Lima, because it's smaller, it's not capable of doing this.
Yeah.
But with the Pohina Hina, it has the size, but it doesn't bring in natural light from several different angles to the same space the way that this home does.
Again, we have a large island.
The built-in fridge.
Yeah, the hidden built-in fridge.
I'm not doing this though. The home is amazing, but I am not cleaning that. There's absolutely no way.
Like a smooth tile.
Gotta have smooth. This dining space doesn't look as large as it really is because this is a huge table.
Oh, this is massive. This is like the size of a living room.
This is Last Supper, you know?
Yeah.
This is big enough that it would make a normal sized table feel rather awkward.
I'm feeling I want to host a Thanksgiving or a Christmas dinner here.
And again, it's almost the same square footage as the Pohina Hina, but you can envision the wives and the husbands in separate spaces or whatever the case may be.
There's like a game going on over there.
Yeah, fights.
The fights are on TV over there. Yeah, I'm having a hard time because I like a single level home, but so far I feel like I like this one better.
Let's go contend with the stairs, see what upstairs looks like, and go.
You know, maybe it's just because they give Monstera wallpaper.
Yeah.
My earrings are matching the wallpaper today. You look deep in thought.
I am deep in thought. You know why? Even though this is smaller, this landing, desk thing, even though it's smaller and it doesn't have the window, the other one is really better objectively.
No, I like this one better.
I like this one better. I'm probably gonna use this.
I want this one. I feel like I'd be more productive in this space.
Yeah, because if it's like 8 p.m., I gotta do a thing before I go to bed. You don't need the outside lights coming in. No. You don't need size. You need like a cave.
Yeah.
And I like this one better.
Also am like, how my home desk situation is set up is I have a big bulletin board. Because I like to vision board and I like to have to-do lists and stuff in front of me.
Yeah.
Having your windows in front of you while you're working doesn't allow for that sort of space. I like the wall space by my desk. I use the wall space.
All right, let's check out the primary.
Okay.
So the difference in the Pohina Hina is the master there, the primary bedroom is huge. This is good size, but for the house, it's kind of normal.
But it's hard to envision because I'm not sure if there's supposed to be a French door situation here. I don't think there is. This is the primary from here. So you have a den. So you it's huge. It's all part of it's like a primary wing because you have a whole living space. We don't have just a love seat by the window. We have a mini living room that is included in the primary. I kind of like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm making an amendment. I like the Naupaka.
Yeah. Amendment number one.
Amendment number one.
Well, let's look at the bathroom in the primary. Tiles up the wall. Ooh. While you don't have...
Shut up.
When you have an island in your closet. Yeah, this is pretty amazing.
I want to walk around a thing in my closet. When you watch movies of people who have... or just lavish huge houses. It's this type of closet. This is for staging. This is where I'm laying out my looks. And I'm gonna have a big mirror in here somewhere.
She went present tense.
I'm doing it again. So I'm laying out my jewelry. I'm laying out my hat for the look that I'm gonna do today. Is there storage on the backside too? I kind of wish there wasn't because I want there to be a little lounge here too. A soft bench that I can just lay out in my beautiful robe. I'm gonna wear my changing gown robe and look at all of my beautiful clothes around me and decide what I want to do today for fashion.
I know what this is for Kenji. Content studio.
Content studio.
Content studio.
Don't you ever put a content studio in my walk-in wardrobe closet.
So this one, you aren't as much soaking in the tub while looking straight out at the ocean.
I think I would sacrifice that for that closet.
And that den. That
den.
Private primary bedroom den.
Yeah, I actually love that. I'm not sure I've seen
this
that.
This is a studio. Yeah.
That's this is a whole studio.
You have your own studio here.
Yeah, I think the big difference for me and what I really liked about the Pohina Hina balcony that this one doesn't have is that we pushed out from the bedroom.
Oh, sorry, you were talking to me then?
I was.
Okay.
Not really. I was talking to them, but sometimes I like you to listen to me when I'm talking as well.
Okay, what happened?
But the balcony on the Pohina Hina, what I liked about that is that it pushed out from the bedroom. So you the bed was situated here and we could walk out this way, right? Okay. Whereas this one is just it's hard to be negative, but
well, the energy of the bed and the tub do not direct towards the ocean.
But I think I could do it for this, having this extra space here and that closet.
Yeah. The ocean view, it's almost like act like we've been here before. Everything doesn't have to be ocean.
Yeah.
That's what this primary suite feels like. And I'm okay with that too, because remember when we did the Hale Makaha video? I think you made the point that the whole home was directed outwards towards the ocean. And then there was one space where it was like, okay, now let's come in.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I think I'm okay with that in this home. Mahi was just saying how even this space is more open than the Pohina Hina, but while it is more open, it is also more,
the slant,
it is shallow. And the Pohina Hina had the high, openness upwards, but then it was a smaller space because this was over there.
Yeah.
I like this more because this feels more like a home.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That one feels more like a resort rental sort of thing. The coziness of this gives me more Airbnb cabin vibes of some sort, and I like that. We looked at a home when we were buying homes recently, my wife and I, and it was 2 levels, and the upstairs had its own living room and a lot of openness upstairs, and I didn't want like 2 homes. I don't want second level home and first level home. I wanted second level to be for bedrooms and what second levels are for. Come downstairs to gather and congregate. Yeah. And that's what this does.
And when I'm like up here, I feel like I can still like, hey guys, or whatever. Whereas the Pohina Hina model felt just really chopped up and like,
hey,
right.
Check the food.
Like every space.
Turn the oven off.
Go cook rice. But every space felt really separate in the Pohina Hina.
Yeah.
Which is good for some people. Some people like that. Some people want that.
Some people like that, yeah.
So here's a bedroom where we have the energy going to the ocean. This is the shared lanai with the primary. So there's 2 bedrooms on the back side of the house, the Makai side of the house, and they share that balcony outside. Walk-in closet here. So this is kind of like a little primary, a baby primary as well, because it has its own bathroom too. So we really have 3 primary bedrooms.
No, every bedroom is an ensuite.
Is it?
And then you have the primary, Because remember 5, 5
yeah,
and a half.
that's right, 5, 5 and a half. Yeah.
So Kenji was saying, this is actually an amazing bedroom, but in this house feels a bit underwhelming. I would just choose to take that as a compliment. The house is so amazing that this bedroom feels a little underwhelming.
Yeah.
Great.
Kekainani.
Okay.
Which house? We have now seen all 3 models, the Naupaka, the Lima, and the Pohina Hina. Which house?
I go this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I go this one. I go the Naupaka model. Because the sales offices are taking up the 3 garages, we weren't even able to focus on that, but garage gym, garage workshop, additional whatever. So there's that. The tons of natural light here on the ground level. I like the 5 en-suites. I have a feeling this is going to be the most popular. And then the Ilima for reasons of it's manageable, it's small, it's less expensive.
Look, I didn't even notice there's like a little bench attached to the house out there.
I did. And that gives like Wailua vibes.
I'm obsessed with that.
That's like Mokuleia vibes.
Yeah. Okay, so I've changed my mind. I did like the Ilima. I thought that was going to be it just because I love a single level home.
Yeah.
But this, when I walk into it, I immediately feel like I want to host my loved ones here. I just can't get over that like little den living room inside of the primary.
And that closet, right?
And that closet.
I like, it's the natural light for me. It's the openness. Openness without being too open. It feels like the difference in price between this and the Pohina Hina should be more.
I wonder why it's not. I think because there's more intentional outdoor space in the Pohina Hina with the kind of like courtyardy downstairs deck in the center of the home.
Yeah.
Let us know what you think. Would you prefer a tandem 3-car garage, meaning 2 cars tandem and then a car next to it? Or do you like this house that has the 2-car garage and then a separate space for your 1-car garage?
All right, guys, I'm gonna take the hard part. The difficult part, which is balancing all of the glory and positivity that is these Kekainani model homes. But you have other things that come with buying here. You're still slightly in the airplane path, so while it's not as loud as other parts of Ewa, there's an airplane right behind Kenji right now, and I can hear it. While you are front row, as Mahi mentioned, and ocean view, etc., cue this vehicle driving by and other people who, we'll just say frequent the beach, right? There's people living down there. Here's the thing, that'll eventually change. It's changed over the years. I went to Campbell High School. I went to the high school that was of this region, so did Kenji. Mahi's dad used to bring her down here surf. He used to buy beer for the uncles so that no one messed with her while he was in the water. We know these parts we can really speak to what it would be like living here adjacent to, you know, sort of becoming part of the divide, right? Some of the nicest homes leeward Oahu, unless maybe you get to Makaha Valley and the Mauna Olu community. I'm not gonna say that this situation will improve over time because we don't wanna say that. We don't say it's gonna improve, but it will change. It already has changed. They continually do like beach sweeping, so while they can't not allow people to be on beaches, they do move people and then it gets taxing, it gets exhausting. And so there are certain areas like in Kaka'ako. Growing up, you say kaka'ako, it didn't mean what it means to say kaka'ako today. You remember that? Like growing up, you say kaka'ako, it was like this, oh, you're going kaka'ako, kind of dangerous. Growing up, for us saying haubush or, you know, referring to this area of the beach, it already means something different today. Only certain guys I know used to surf down here high school time, and now like our military clients who live in this community, they go surf over here before they go work. So it's already a different place and it will continue to change. Right over there is sort of a country club resort, just a brand new thing. There's gonna be hotel rooms and canoe clubs sort of things. There's already waikai. From a local's perspective, in some ways maybe sad that people will be displaced and things will change. It's also a selling point. If you're gonna buy here, it will change. So that's what we do, that's who we are. We keep it real, we address the hard things, and gentrification and displacement and the struggle of affordability in Hawaii is one of them. But this is what it is. Haseko is building these beautiful, amazing homes right here on this row. They're limited. Some people may find it hard to find the value today. I actually see it. You know, I bought recently in Mililani Mauka, and what I paid for what I got, geez, I'm looking at these homes and I can easily see the value, and seeing what's going to become of this whole Waikai Resort, Lagoon, Marina area, I actually think that these homes are going to appreciate and they will have been a good investment when you hold them long enough. For reasons that I mentioned here, for reasons I mentioned there, I think these are great homes and I'm immediately intrigued. I'm not here yet. I'm not here at, you know, almost 4 million yet. That's not where I am, but if I were, I would consider these homes. Now, this isn't investing advice, this isn't financial advice. Go to coreteamhawaii.com, book a conversation and a consult with us, and we can get deep into the granular things, the opinions and the nuance that come from us growing up in this general area, going to the high school. These things that I'm addressing, these hard things, can be both selling points, can be sad points, points of contention. Feel free to start the discussion in the comments.